Hey guys, what's going on today? I hope you are well and taking care of yourself. Today, we're going to be talking about a question that a viewer had on the Hair System Reddit, which I encourage you all to join. Today's topic is all about travel, which is kind of perfect because I'm going to Costa Rica for 7 days for the first real vacation where I am away from my computer and not working in probably 4 or 5 years. So I'm really excited about this. But I want to show you this question. But first, before we do that, this video is sponsored by Lord Hair. Make sure if you're looking for your first hair system, check out the link down below, which can get you an exclusive deal. Now into the Reddit forum. All right, so this post is about experience with hair systems for long-term travel. Now this viewer asks, can anyone give me information on their experience about hair systems when they are traveling? Is it any different than being at home? General experience. Questions like, is it easy to maintain it by yourself, or can you go to a salon while traveling for maintenance every few weeks? How often did you take it off and clean it? Types of environments where the hair system is uncomfortable. Examples of humid and dry places, and how does the hair system do in the rain? So lots of questions inside of this, and I'm going to try to do a primer on all of these things right here, but I'm going to start out with one thing that I think is fundamental, and that is if you are going to be traveling with hair system, if you're going to be going places that's different than where you currently live in right now, you're just going to a salon, a hair club, somewhere like that, and they do everything for you. If you're going to do a lot of travel, I really recommend that you kind of experiment at the very least with doing some of this stuff yourself, reapplying it yourself, or doing touch-ups yourself. Because here's the thing, when you're traveling, the last thing that you want to be thinking about is, oh my God, what happens if? It's not a good feeling, and it's going to hold you back from doing a lot of things inside of your life. So I really recommend, if you are going to be doing some extended travel in the future, that you spend some time getting the skills necessary to at least do touch-ups. At least do touch-ups, if not full installs yourself. Now, that being said, if you're going to be traveling for 7 to 10 days, 2 weeks, I don't think that it's something that you really have to worry about. Once again, I recommend it, but not something you have to worry about. If you're going more than 2 weeks, this is definitely something that you're going to want to have in your tool belt. But of course, anything can happen in 7 to 10 days to 2 weeks. You know, you might be in saunas, who knows, right? It's always better to be over prepared for that. And that's why I always say, like, no matter what's happening, always bring a little toolkit, a little Batman belt filled with stuff for your hair system. And it's a really simple kit. This is what I bring places, and you can pretty much kind of get away with just this stuff. So the first is cotton balls. Just bring some cotton balls, they take no space. The next is a roll of tape. If you don't like tape, substitute that for adhesive, but a roll of tape like Ultra Hold. Bring some Dawn soap, or get it at a store wherever you're staying. Get some Ghost Bond XL, just some liquid adhesive. This is great for touch-ups if you just need to do like the front hairline. Then get some toothpicks. That can help you apply some of the liquid adhesive, or if you want to have a little bit larger item inside of your bag, use one of these right here. It's a silicone makeup applier, I believe, and it's very, very effective for applying liquid adhesive. It makes it a breeze. Now, with those items right there, I mean, that's pretty much all you need. It's a small toolkit. You know, you can bring other stuff to take care of it, make it look nice, but really that's all you need in order to clean things up. So that's what I would recommend that you have in your tool belt and be able to use those things. Now, the next questions that this person asked are, of course, is it easy to maintain yourself, or can you go to a salon while traveling? Yes, you can do it by yourself. Is it easy to do? Not at first, but it becomes easy. It just becomes a little bit time consuming. Can you go to a salon while traveling? Absolutely, you can. I think that you can actually drop into hair clubs and ask if you can just get like a maintenance or something like that. They will do that. Of course, salons will do that as well. You're going to pay a little bit higher price if you do something like that, just because you're not a reoccurring customer, so they do have to raise the prices for that. Now, the more pertinent question here is the types of environments where the hair system is uncomfortable. So anytime that your hair system is in a hot environment, you're going to be exposing it to be potentially a little bit more uncomfortable. Namely, if you have a poly, like a full poly system, it's going to be hotter if you're not used to that. If it's really humid, if you're like sweating a lot, that is something that it's going to reduce the amount of time that you have in your bond, right? It's going to make it just your bond will decrease in longevity. The hotter it is, the more sweatier you get, and the salts in your sweat actually start to break down the adhesive. So these are things to think about. If you're going to vacation, if you're going to go travel somewhere that is closer to the equator, you're probably going to want to expect to change your hair system a little bit more often than if you live in somewhere like, upstate New York, Canada, Norway, Finland, something like that, where you have pretty cold conditions keeping you cool pretty much all the time. So with that being said, keep that in mind, that that is the biggest factor. If it's really, really dry, that's not so much of an issue. It's more so just like if you're sweating a lot, right? Now, of course, keep in mind, if you do spend a lot of time in the sun, if you do go to the equator, you could get some photo bleaching of your hair. It could actually change the color of it. If you're going on a short vacation, I really wouldn't worry about it. But if it's something that you're spending a lot of time in the sun, if you're doing long-term vacationing or traveling inside of an area that's super, super sunny, I would consider getting some hats. If you don't know how to dye your hair, or if you don't want to spend the money to get your hair dyed on a consistent basis. But those are the main factors that a person needs to be considered about. Rain, not an issue whatsoever. That's actually one of the advantages that we have over hair fibers, that we never have to worry about rain, really. Just go out and do your thing. You can shower in it, all that fun stuff. So thanks to this viewer for actually having a question. I think this is really valuable information. It's been a while since we talked about traveling, and it's pertinent because I'm going to Costa Rica, and I'm really excited to get some time off, come back rejuvenated, restored, and give you guys my best on this channel. Anyways, thanks to Lord Hair for sponsoring this video, and I'll catch you guys soon.